Hi everyone, this is Amy with Campbell Creations, and today we are going to be making a copper chain necklace. So to start off, I have two pieces of 4.5 inches that I've cut here on the chain, and then I just had 4 different chain links that I've already pre-cut. And for these I was looking at about an inch, give or take, but I have 9 links that are here. Okay. Now, what I love with copper is purple. So a couple months ago, this is the leftover purple quartz that we have from the Bargain Bead Box. And then I'm gonna bring in some little Percosa 4mm bycones. Got these at Hobby Lobby, and I got a really good deal here recently. So I'll show you. When Hobby Lobby has a good sale, they have a good sale, and this makes me really happy. So these were originally $6.99 and I got them for $1.74 a piece. Here's a couple of the other ones that I got. I just love these Czech glass Percosa. Czech glass. So we'll be using some of those. Go ahead and get some of those out. And then I'll be using some copper bead caps. And then I got out a couple different sizes of these textured twisted jump rings, and then a couple regular jump rings out that I would normally use for closure. Didn't know for sure what sizes I wanted to use in the sections of this necklace, so I got out a couple different ones, and I have backups in case I need. And I didn't have any of the copper eye pins, but antique bronze works just fine for this, no problem at all there. And then I also have some dangles for focal. I have some copper pieces, a square, and this heart. This heart's really cool. It's kind of gnarled and it's thick and bendy. Love it. And then a soldered link ring. And this is kind of that same texture, or a texture. Thought that would look good with these hanging from this, and then we would have, you know, chain beads, chain beads, chain beads all the way up. So I got enough to make 6 different links. I don't know if we're going to end up using 6, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's get our chain out of the way. Let's go ahead and make these links. So I wanted this to be pretty basic. I want the purple to stand out because purple with copper is so cool, but I wanted something that would be just a little extra eye-catching, and here we have it. And this color complements both the purple and the copper so well on this little bycone. And you can use any bycones you have. If you have bigger bycones, if you have different colored ones you wanted to use, that would work out well. Just something that's going to give that little bit of bling in the movement. It's so pretty. Okay, so we'll make these up here real quick. I'll just come right to the top. We're just making simple loops on these. Pretty early in the morning. It is 4 a.m. and these times in the morning, sometimes it is my best designs and ideas that come out. I've always been a morning person, but as I've gotten a little older, I've become more and more of a morning person. So when I woke up, I was thinking about, copper and purple. So here we go. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it. I did have another plan in mind this morning, but I'm glad this is happening. And both of the cats are awake and have been fed, and so if you hear a little bit of noise, that's just playtime. I love bycones. Especially baby ones. And you add that the bycones are these beautiful fossa. So the first precosas that I ever received was from a marketplace bead haul. And I just knew in that haul there was some, looked like fire polished glass rounds. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I pick up this $20 haul, and I have a ton of beautiful beads, gemstones. Some of them were like rocks. Oh gosh, it was just beautiful. And a ton of precosa, all for $20. And these little bead caps always want to pop off. So I'm going to get these all looped up, and then we'll meet back here at regular time. All right, so I have all of these beauties made up. Let's talk a little bit about our focal. So I wanted a little dangle, and I wanted this to be hanging from the primary loop, and then the loop would come off to, I think I'm thinking now I want these first, followed by chain, followed by these, followed by chain to go all the way around. I think that'll look really pretty. But then when I see it like this, I'm thinking I need some color in here. I don't want to mix metal on this one just because everything is copper. So I think quickly I'm going to make a little dangle for this. So let's move this out of the way. I need my eye pins. And here's how I store mine. I have a nifty little box here, and I always save these little containers. Oh, hey, there's my copper ones. But that works out really well for me. So let's get a couple of these out. I don't know if I want one or two. I'm going to start with one. And I know I'll want some bling in it, so we'll bring out one of the precosas. Let's do, I have some of my little Czech glass druks in here. Let's see if this purple works out. It's a little light, but I think it'll do. So let's see. Oh, tiny little babies. I love Czech glass. Any way you give it to me, I love it. That one doesn't want to go through. And there it goes. And I got all of these from BBBox Bargain's website. So pretty much any of the little Czech glass, I get most all of it from there. I think this is simple and cute. So I think I'm just going to go with this. Maybe I'll make this a little bit of a extra wire wrap. So again, see, it looks like a little lady's head with her scarf blowing in the wind. That's what I've always loved about making loops, is that. And here's the thing, really, I don't have to go that far because half the time I bring it down anyhow, but just process. All right, so let's wrap this. And it doesn't matter if it's pretty or not, it's just going to be a little dangle there. Try not to distort your loop though, like I just did. Okay, let's tuck this in. There you are. Alright, that works. Set him to the side. That would be good. It's not too much color because there's some real purple going on, but ooh, I think that's going to be good. So let's see. I think I'm wanting this to connect here and then this to separately connect so that they have their own little movement going on. So let's see. So let's see if he'll fit directly on here. It does. Okay, so that part works well. Let's pull in these. Let's open it a little more. Hopefully that'll fit on there. It should. Yeah. Let's put that little guy right on the front. That'll do. I like it. Make sure you're closed all the way. especially this little guy here is a very thin wire, so that'll still dangles freely, so that's good. Oh, fit. Okay, well, let's close this on there. Let's see what we think. A little work hardened there. So then that'll work. It's pretty cute. All right, let's do that. I think I'm going to stick with just the one. So I'll set these to the side. All right, now I want to connect beads first. Originally I was thinking chain, but I'm going to go with beads first. But because I want that extra movement, I'm not going to connect. It might fit, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to grab the two that I have out here. That on there. All right. I'm liking that. Okay, so for the chain, I'm definitely going to just hook that right on. Make sure you're closed up really well. Yeah, that's nice. If you haven't tried purple with copper before, it is a little piece of happiness. Okay, so I'm just going to go chain, beads, chain, beads. So again, simple project, pretty simple design, but when you look at it, just, I like that little bling 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 too. Super cute. And I think pretty close here, I have one of my little containers with all of the percussa that's left. I got from that marketplace haul. I'm telling you, Marketplace has been great for me because these wonderful ladies who have been doing this work and making beautiful things for all these years decide to retire. Amy is always on the look to see if I can help you with your stock. It's at a decent price, and it again helps me be able to have, and so often it's antique items, antique beads, antique jewelry that I can take apart, these kind of things. Look how pretty that is. And it works out so well. That's beautiful. But that's the way to do it. You haven't been on Marketplace looking for jewelry making supplies. You're missing out. Right. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'll have my clasp on the right side. Lobster claw. Actually, let's test that. All right, that looks good. So I'll have this on what will be the right side of the necklace. Is far too small. Actually, let's use some of those textured. Let's use a textured one. Let's use that to grab onto. Let's grab one of our textured ones. Sometimes it's so hard to see where the line is. There we go. Let's see, will this fit through? No! Alright, well, how about that? Let's use the baby then for this one. That just wasn't meant to be, was it? This closed up. And then we'll put this bigger one on the other side to grab a hold of. I don't want to use a textured one on this side because that lobster claw is a small one and it's a pretty thick gauge, that textured one. All right. This is beautiful. And now I want to make a pair of earrings. But maybe I'll do a bracelet and earrings on the side in another tutorial. That is beautiful. So the percosa. This is just what's left. from the rounds, the Fire Mountain Percosa Crystal bycones, 6mm, and these stunning. I have Bohemian glass was in there. This I just put in there. This came from Claim It Live bead sale, Thunder Horse Descendant. Aren't those beautiful? But all of these, and I've used quite a few, and all of these were part of that $20 haul. Shocking. Anyways, here's our beautiful necklace. We will do a secondary tutorial for a bracelet or an anklet and a pair of earrings, but I appreciate you being here today. Please like this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that little bell icon so that you won't miss any of the uploads I do. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.